Land conservation speaks to the soul of every human. To know that we have an organization like the Land Trust Alliance and the Accreditation Commission making sure that we preserve and protect our most special places in a way that has high standards and is effective just is so important.
Some things are worth doing because they're so important. Accreditation is one of those.
I wouldn't go to a hospital that wasn't accredited. I wouldn't go to a college that wasn't accredited. It simply is the way to ensure the highest standards are met.
Accreditation is a financial investment. It's a time investment. It's worth it.
It's well worth it. It gives us as staff and it gives our board members comfort knowing that what we put together is right.
You can, across the board, amongst your staff, with your donors, with your stakeholders, demonstrate that you're operating at a very high level.
We saw it as a roadmap for growing our organization in the right way. And I have to say, it has done exactly that.
Going through the accreditation process allowed us to really take a hard look at our existing policies and procedures and to make sure that those are representing the best practices of the industry.
Legal defense. Conservation properties need to be defended, and not just for a short period of time, but in perpetuity.
Accreditation helps minimize risks, including reputational risks and legal risks, by setting an appropriately high and attainable standard for our practices.
We now have policies on how to do all of our finances.
We've been able to expand our staff around financial management. We've really increased the capacity of our finance committee, and we just have a lot more confidence.
Accreditation has really been very helpful as we walk new board members and train new board members in their fiduciary roles.
The peace of mind knowing that they're fulfilling their fiduciary responsibilities because the policies that are in place meet those of the Land Trust standards and practices.
Accreditation has become an expectation of our public funders, both state and federal, and our foundation funders.
It's a very competitive world out there for grant making these days, and accreditation can give you that little tip over the top in terms of getting that financial support that you need.
Funders appreciate and value the fact that we are accredited.
Really helped us to raise much more money than we would have without the story of accreditation.
The more land trusts that achieve accreditation, the stronger we all are as a team. You become part of a network of land trusts that are prepared for the future.
There are so many of us all over the country doing great work.
Conservation is not done in isolation. If there's a new practice, if there's a different way of doing things, to be a part of that community and share ideas.
It's like having a much larger staff and much more expertise available to us.
It helps your land trust and the land trust community carry through on that promise of perpetuity.
I just can't encourage you strongly enough to go down that road.
I see accreditation as being a permanent asset to the land trust, and it'll renew every 5 years for the rest of its life.
We just have a responsibility to protect these properties.
And know that what we're putting together is going to be there for generations to come.
More permanent organization, that's critical.